Everybody, welcome back to another exciting round of NetHack here. Decided to go random here and ended up picking up the tourist. So named him Florida Man because I feel like that's a very appropriate for today's day and age here of what we're experiencing. Um, and I thought it'd be kind of fun. Tourist is actually one of the more interesting classes in my opinion, only because of how pathetic he is. If we thought the arc was a little weak here, well, Tourist has something to say about that here. Um, Basically, he just relies on whatever he finds in the dungeon. In terms of his weapons, he doesn't really have any. He has some +2 darts. He's uh he's he's good to use with here. If we look at what he's able to use, it's a good amount of weapons overall, which is probably one of his few advantages to his class here, his role. Is that he's able to pick up almost anything and use it there, but he's not really good at a lot of things. So I believe short sword and knife or dagger, whatever, is some of his few items he can kind of get well with here. So we're going to be relying on these darts here for a while, because really any weapon you can't at least get basic, and I believe is like a -5 to hit. So um, yeah, got to kind of work with that around there. So might be using the dog a little bit there. Moving on to our armor, another huge weakness here. He doesn't have any armor at all. He has armor class 10. He's got this fucking Hawaiian short shirt here, and it's not going to do anything. It doesn't defend against anything. I could just as easily just take it off here. What's unfortunate about the tourist here is any shop you go to, the shopkeeper immediately identifies you as a schmuck and will charge you, I believe, like 33% more than you would anybody else. And any other character in the game will have that same effect if they wear that Hawaiian shirt. But even if you take it off as a tourist, he'll still recognize you as a schmuck and charge you more. So got that working against us there. Definitely Florida man here, big fat Florida man. Skip to his stats real quick. Low strength. He's an idiot. I mean, nothing really outside of the norm. He's very similar to an arc in terms of what they're able to do. His HP is like hilariously low, and I'll kind of come back to that in a second. Almost no power. I mean, it's nothing to really scoff at there. Going to our food here, he starts with some tins. Got some jackal meat and goblin meat. That's going to be something good to eat. Cream pie to kind of throw blind a monster if we need to. Tripe ration. Actually, I like that item a lot because you can kind of train some pets if you come across them in the dungeon. One less thing for him to fight, and another pet for him to be able to kind of take control of and help fight for the cause. So that's good. That's good to know there. Some fortune cookies, very very low. Always give some nice unusual messages though. I like those. Scrolls of magic mapping, and in the game it's supposed to imply these are his maps basically, his Florida man maps. Um, they're useful. I probably won't use them right away. I'll kind of lug them with me unless I have to get rid of them for a reason. Because I'd like to kind of polypile them if I can, make some different maps. Kind of an advanced technique, but very powerful. Or, I could always just sell them, leave them in a store for a while, and come back for them. Stuff like that. Potions of extra healing. I don't know what's going on with that icon there, but that's strange. But basically, there's a few things I can do is that they're like the intermediate stage of healing there. I can just drink them and up my max HP, which is probably what I'll do here for a reason I'll explain in a second. Because the other alternative is doing alchemy, whereas these potions, and I believe if you mix them with like a gain energy potion or something like that, you can make like a superior healing potion. From there, if you do that again, you can make a gain ability potion, so you can kind of up your stats that way. However, the thing is like with all of those steps combined, you're wasting a lot of those potions. Sometimes I don't even get to the end combo. I've only really pulled it off a few times in terms of getting that gain ability potion, which is nice. Um, you don't always get to guarantee what it is unless you kind of. Actually, yeah, I think no matter what, you can't guarantee what stat it is either. But basically, I've kind of weighed it in the past, and I've chosen to just up my HP wisdom here, so I might do that right off the bat here. Moving down to our tools, got a camera here, and the camera is kind of an unusual weapon. As a tourist, I'm going to be fleeing a lot, most likely. The camera is a nice option to kind of snap a photo of an enemy and just blind them. That's all it does, is just blind them. But I can kind of do that to help my pet kill the enemy there while avoiding me taking the experience myself. So I might be using that a good amount of time while I can here. Again, strength of 10. I can't carry everything in the world, but I've got options to work with here. Credit card actually has nothing to do with money in this game. It's basically just a key, so it's a good unlocking tool. A somewhat handy tool to have a come along with you there, but that's about it. Let's kind of and I don't believe I don't know any spells or anything like that. Let's kind of just kind of start moseying our way along the dungeon. I'd like my dog to kind of take the reign on some of these first kills here, most definitely. So if this is locked here, instead of having to kick it down or anything like that, I could just go ahead and unlock it from here. So boom, yep, and the dog's taking care of business. So, and actually, I totally forgot. I want to quaff those potions, so I got to make sure my HP's all the way up, and it is. And let's go ahead and quaff it. So boom, up it by 2 right there. I almost got hit by that. I'm going to do it again to get another couple points. And I'm actually going to pick up this dagger here because I believe, yeah, I can wield these guys here. Yeah, because the darts are just simply ready there. But it's going to give me somewhat of a weapon to kind of fight with here, but I'd rather this dog, yeah, kind of do what he can against these enemies here. Boom, look at that. Now let's see if this dog will step on the helmet. Awesome, he does. So, boom, right off the bat, got a little bit of armor there, so I'll take what I can get with this guy. Let me see, darts are 8. Okay, so far so good. I'd like my dog to stay as close as he can to me here. And I think what I should do, I should find some items that he can kind of move over to me sometime here. Was one tripe rash. It gets a little dicey because sometimes he kind of will lose his tameness by the time I do find a shop. But, we do what we can. Nice, there are the stairs, so I'm going to go generate those. Doc's taking care of the lichen. He doesn't want to eat it, so he's not a vegetarian. Let's go ahead and go generate down here. Looks like it's a scroll. I'll grab that big boy. It actually looks like some darts around here, so that's pretty cool. A little extra for my weapon. Ultimately, I don't want to stay with the darts, but I can go expert in them. But I want to say I can go expert either in daggers or short swords, something like that. So I'll have to look that up. But those are the ones I think I can kind of roll with right off the bat. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's in this chest here. It's locked, so we'll go ahead and bust out this handy card here. It's pretty useful. I should untrap it. I got to get more in the habit of doing that there. Unfortunately for me, that did not happen there, so we'll go ahead and move on here. I'll let the dog take care of this here. Dog will do his thing. There we go. There we go. And I try to kind of just feed the dog at the early parts of the game here, but it doesn't always want to work with me on that, so that's okay. Make sure he's here with me. We're going to kind of start exploring down here, I think, a little bit. I get the feeling that there's sometimes I can just tell that there's a good amount of things just missing out of a level there, and there's the door or something nearby. Accidentally killed the grid bug there, but that's alright. That's alright. Dog doesn't need to slaughter everything in sight, but more the merrier there. Boom. Just like that. So far, so good. Nothing too crazy. That's kind of the way I want it there. And so, for example, there's no real other passages that I've kind of seen here, but if I just do a little bit of searching around here, maybe I can find a door nearby. Yeah, like that right there. Might just be a broom closet, though. Always hard to know. Yep, looks like that's the case, but that's all right. I'll let my dog kind of take care of business as that guy comes closer. just like that. Let me see if there's any other doors around here. They're a lot more common than you would think. Maybe not. So let me go check up here by downstairs. That's where I gotta go anyway. So good sewer rat kill right there. It just feels like there's something more over on the right side of the map here, but could just be me. Let me just take a quick look see around here. I'll just do a quick general search here before I go in that door. Yeah, there's a door over there. So a couple of them. Let's see what we got. That credit card's already coming in handy here. Oh, killed another one. That's all right. Let the dog do his thing. Boom shakalaka. Look at this. Look at this. Whole other room down here. And I'm a little hungry, so let's go ahead and take a look at what I got here. I'm going to start with these fortune cookies, just because they're kind of a low reward. It reads, "It is the letter C and not E that changes status to statue." You know, versus a static. Is that what it's saying? I don't know what that means, but that's okay. Let me go ahead and eat the other one here, just to get that out of the way. It reads, "They say gaining a level is an experience that can raise your sights." Thanks for that, guys. Such wonderful, wonderful insights here from our creators. Wasn't able to really find anything. And as you can see already, those fortune cookies are gone. They give almost nothing, and I spent a good amount of time doing that. Let me go ahead and eat this tin here. Yeah, you can see it makes it slippery sometimes here on me. So I can't even pick this shit up. It keeps dropping from me. It's an annoying status to have sometimes if you're too wet. I'll just call it wet because I don't know how else to describe it, but it's already hungry from that there. Again, it goes pretty quick. Rotten jackal, so that didn't really help. And now I'm a little sick. Good job there. Good job. Luckily I got some food rations, but makes me confused. That's okay. Stuns me too, apparently. Oh, I was sick. Maybe that's why. Yep, I'm gonna throw up there. So probably didn't help me too much, but I'm not too down. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of close these doors up. I like to just make sure all my as many exit ways are jammed up as possible here. Honestly, I'm gonna go down here, close these guys up. Ooh, that's a good amount there. Let my dog do his thing. Still doing his thing. All right, good job. I'm gonna go batten up these doors. Actually, no, don't want to do that there. I want him to be inside first. That'd be probably a little helpful. Didn't even see all these things over here. Okay. Do your thing, dog. There you go. Get back in here. Alright, I've got these things all kind of hemmed up. Should I just... as good as we're gonna get them, I think. I like to just barricade everything together as much as I can. I don't know why doors resist so much when you just want to close them. Anyways, now that everything's here, I want to kind of BUC test some of these things here, like scroll. Actually, that's good. Okay, that's good to go. Let's what about this spell book here? I don't know how that newt got in here, but it's all right. Doesn't really like that spell book, so let me see. It might be a cursed one. Let me drop something else nearby just to give him some little more space. You know, he stepped right on that there, so that's all good. What about I think it's the only other thing I had for him there. Really doesn't like that. Yeah, reluctantly. There we go. It's cursed. It's cursed. So I'm gonna curse spellbook there, but not too worried about it. I'm gonna read the scroll first. Shirt crumbled. And again, because the shirt wasn't doing anything, it doesn't matter. But I believe that was the Scroll destroy armor, which is honestly kind of a lucky break for us because it just destroyed something worthless, and it could have destroyed something really nice that the tourist really needs later on there. In terms of that potion, let's take a look here. Let me dip something and make sure it's not a poly potion. Uh, I'll dip this credit card into it. Yeah, so nothing happened. I'll apply it. That's the other thing to do here. Trying to use my big brain power. Okay, so and I don't have a unicorn horn, so I'll just quaff this guy down here. Oh, it's a potion of confusion. I'm pretty sure here. Yep. Okay, so let me just wait this out. This takes quite a while, Wiz. Yeah, potion of confusion, but that's all right. I can just skip a bunch of turns. I am gonna read this spell book. Too much to comprehend. I'll call it too much to comprehend because I don't care. Yeah, I don't know what that was there, but it is what it is. So looking at what we got going on here, pretty standard tourist run so far. Kept him at level 1, which was good. Up to 14 health because of those potions, which was something. Got a good amount of food here, but not too much. It's basically just the 3 food rations, 3 lichen corpses. It's enough to keep me going. Got a nice little skull cap here. Give me 1 little point of armor class. It's not really too much, but it's something. Got my maps, my tools. Credit card's been coming in handy there, so that's been nice to kind of have that along with us. But other than that, not too much else to kind of look over here. I'm gonna have to kind of take a look at the dagger, whether or not he can become an expert with that or just intermediate. I think with those small ones, he could definitely do some cool stuff with it. But other than that, guys, I'll see you in our next Florida Man episode.